Today we'll be creating an interactive door page for your visual journal. The door can be in different shapes and different things could be underneath. A lot of my examples have photos, but you could also do writing. You could do some type of collage or a doodle if you would like. But this is one example. This will be a double page assignment, so make sure it goes clear across the two pages. But here's one example. Here's an example that has two doors. There's one up here. There's also one down here. One thing you'll need to consider is what is on the inside of the doors. So there'll be something on the inside as well as the outside. This one was made into an actual door. Notice the design on the inside. Here are some other examples. So I have these samples if you'd like to see them in person, how they work. The thing is to remember where the hinge goes. So sometimes we're going to do a practice sheet and then you'll get your final sheet because sometimes people accidentally cut where the hinge is. So we're going to do that. Here's a heart shape. I've had somebody make this into a flower. They did another one over here, so they fold open. The highlighted places are where the cuts are. The pencil mark on here is where the hinge is. And these are just some ideas. You're welcome to come up with your own idea. You can also do whatever design you want on there. So I've had people want to do some pretty intricate details. So it's like maybe you just do that on a regular door, then your design could be on the front of it. Here's that one again. And here's one somebody designed an actual door. So just keeping in mind where the hinge is going to go. Here's the construction of how this will work. So here's my finished page. Similar to the other one I showed you. This is how you're going to construct it. Your door page is actually going to be on a tip-in, and this will go over a regular page so that we can glue this on. So I have my design, pretend this is completely done, and pretend that I already did this because it'll be easier to paint or whatever you want to do when these are separate and if we connect them at the last minute. So what I would do is when you get this done, or at least cut out, line this up. So I'm lining it up with the corner right here, and then the corner at the top, how this is going to get glued in. Then what I can do is lightly trace this with a pencil where the opening's at. So then when I take this off, I can see where my opening is, then I know what to do. So if I was going to paint this, maybe I paint slightly outside of here to make sure I cover everything. If you want to do a photo, maybe have it come out just a little bit to make sure that it fits within that space. Once everything is all done, I'll actually show you one later, but your glue stick, you'll glue all of this except the door. Do not get any glue on that door, otherwise it won't work. Make sure you put this over a magazine sheet when you go to do that. And then you'll line that up on the edge there. So I would recommend designing this and designing like the little bit under here, all of that first before you glue things together. I'm going to show you how we're going to construct this. I'm going to do the circle sheet or the circle door for the example. You'll get a practice sheet. It'll be just like this, partly so that you can get a refresher course, or if you've never used an X-Acto knife before, that you can practice doing that, because sometimes it's a little rough getting started. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make my hinge just like that other one. So I'm going to use a ruler so that I can make sure that it's in the right spot. And on this one, I'm just going to mark here, and I'll mark right here, so I know I have to cut all the way around here. And when I'm done, I'll use my ruler to make the crease. This is your X-Acto knife. Make sure the blade is all the way in. Make sure this is tight. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. So if this is kind of loose, either I can help you or someone else can help you to loosen it. Goes that way. That's how we actually change the blades, but you shouldn't have to do that. I'll take care of that for you. Just make sure this part is tight so it isn't moving around. When you go to use the X-Acto knife, I'm going to hold it up so you can kind of see. The height of the blade will be about like this. And when I'm looking down, make sure that you're not tipping side to side, but you're going straight down like that. and you'll want to pull towards you. So I'm going to turn it here. I'm going to start over here. So line it up with that edge, kind of pierce it in there, and gently pull. And I'm just going to go around, still keeping my blade straight up and down, and I can pivot the mat as I go. If you kind of mess up on this, just pick a different spot on your practice paper. That's why we're practicing, and you can try another one. You can try a different style too. I'll go all the way around to that mark. And that's where I'm going to stop. So I'm going to take my ruler, pop that out, make sure I got everything on there. What you might want to do when you get to your final paper is do all the drawing on the back. So you could actually mark all that and not have to worry about erasing it, so that would be nice to do. And I could flip this over. So if I wanted this to be my front, you just flip that the other way then. Okay. So I have that ready to go. So I'm ready to design this whole thing. I'll design this as well, and then I'll find the page that I'm going to use in my visual journal to design the opposite page.